Satisfy your need for happiness through your own curiosity with the Ranveer Show. Okay, my question is about the two ongoing war-like situations we see. One in Israel and Gaza, and the second one, Ukraine and Russia.
Yes.
What have we learned about modern-day war from these two situations?
Oh, yes, a lot.
Because war also evolves. I'm sure there's been a cyber angle, but specifically what?
So, yeah, that's a great question. What can we learn about 21st century warfare from the conflicts we have seen thus far in the 2200s? So I was recently, we spoke off screen that I was rereading stuff about the First and Second World Wars, and you kind of seeing something similar over here. When the First World War happened, a lot of technologies that had never been used before were all ruled out and used in warfare. We are seeing something similar right now. So let me talk about, first of all, a war that very few people have paid attention to. The first Armenia-Azerbaijan war that happened in, I think, the year 2020. The second Nagorno-Karabakh or Artsakh conflict, 2020. You saw the use for the first time of loitering munitions. These drones that fly around for 2-3 hours and then suddenly go and attack. And these are suicide munitions, which means the drone will kill itself. So it will go and hit a tank. When it comes to tanks are very heavily armored vehicles. The weak spot of any tank is the top. And these drones, they fly around for hours, and when these guys least expect, they will come and drop down like kamikaze bombers on top of the tank. And they take out tanks. And tanks have been taken out in such vast numbers in that conflict, the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict, and now in the Ukraine conflict as well. So it's a whole new dimension of warfare. We are seeing these little weapons, these drones, these loitering drones, and even anti-personnel drones, which take out one person or two people. It's like a flying hand grenade. It'll chase a soldier around, and once it is like near enough, it will explode. It will detonate. And it's just a small detonation, like a single hand grenade, but it can kill or maim 3 or 4 people at a given time. So we are seeing this very new kind of warfare. Autonomous weapon systems that think on their own, that don't always need inputs from the remote controlling person far away, and they can take decisions on their own. We are beginning to see the influence of AI in this, very, very rudimentary AI systems put on a chip on a drone, and this drone can go and kill whoever it wants to kill on its own sometimes. So we are seeing this happening. A whole new level of warfare is coming up. Tanks could become obsolete if sufficient number of drones are available. Drones are pretty cheap compared to tanks. A tank will be a few $1 million. A drone is what, $1,000, $2,000? When it comes to the drones that Iran launched against Israel, one of those drones may cost $1,000, $2,000. And the Iranian Iron Dome defense, anti-aircraft defense, anti-missile defense system, each missile costs in excess of $1 million. So to take out a $5,000, $10,000 drone, you have to use a missile that costs $1 million. It's not gonna work. You launch enough drones, the missiles, the economics just doesn't work.
And Iron Dome is basically a region where missiles can intercept flying objects, right?
Yeah, it's a system. It's not a region. It's a system that the Israelis have developed. It's a very sophisticated system in which you take out flying objects with missiles. Whether it's a ballistic missile that's incoming towards you, whether it's a cruise missile that's coming towards you, whether it's a fighter plane that's coming towards you, or whether it's a drone. This system is very sophisticated, and it can take out with very high accuracy these incoming threats. But each rocket that you are launching is very sophisticated, very expensive, costs more than $1 million. And if Iran launches 2,000 cheap drones, it's going to saturate the system. It's a numerical certainty. So you can always defeat a system like that. That's a problem.
What I fear is the possibility that the world of drones brings to the world of terrorism. Because these are relatively cost effective to make.
Yes.
Which effectively means that every country, if possible, will have to build some kind of an Iron Dome to guard themselves against drone warfare.
Yes.
So all in all, drone warfare is now an out and out reality. It's gone from being something theoretical 5 years ago to being a reality now.
Yes.
But it changes the dynamics of warfare.
Completely.
And I would also assume that Israel is once again leading the race when it comes to hardware.
I'm sure they are. They have a very sophisticated nation technologically. They are at the forefront of lots of technologies.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.